Hi everyone, we are here in Cuernavaca, Morelos, and over here the people are selling already. My sister-in-law had to go do some paperwork for her, and so I came with her. It's about 3.5 hours away from our home, and the people here are in a remate, which is the auction, and they are early in the morning working and starting to do their selling early in the morning. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and they're already doing the selling, and it's just a little bit of what's going on in this pueblo, and it's another town. This is my sister-in-law and she's buying the camotes. Yeah.
Okay.
¿Cuánto?
50.
Oh, bueno.
Pero
Okay.
dice que tiene más. ¿Quieres otros?
Déjame otros 50.
Otros 50. Oye, ¿tienes camotes?
No, ese no. Mejor agárrame una cauliflower. Flor. Over here is really fresh food. And she's over there. And sí, también quiero una cauliflower. Yeah. We are here in Cuernavaca, Morelos, and over here is where you park the cars, and you have to pay them to park the car. And this here is the big buildings. This is homes and places where they have the home on top, and the bottom they have their restaurant. And the cars over here are a little different than what we are used to seeing in the United States. It's a little bit different, but nevertheless, it is a good place to be. Honestly, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about me having to retire here. I am really thinking about retirement. It is something that I really want to do, and retire here. With the money that I'm going to be getting, it's going to be early retirement. So hi, I had to cut out a little bit. So the money that I was saying, the money that I was going to get, because I'm going to be taking early retirement. As you guys know, let me back up a little bit. I am retired, but I retired on my own. We were able to save and start up a little business. And because we were able to do that, we retired early, me and my husband, and that's why we travel quite a bit back and forth to Mexico. But we are really planning on staying here, not right now, but maybe next year when I get my retirement from Social Security. I'm taking early retirement, and with the early retirement that I'm taking, I converted it into pesos, and that is more than enough to live here really comfortably without even thinking about bills or anything. Here we pay 50 pesos, which is nothing, of electricity, which is every 2 months. That's nothing. And then I've been adding everything. How much would I be making here? Once I converted the money that I was going to take my early retirement at 62, I mean, early retirement at 62. So what I was planning on doing, I converted, like I said, the money into pesos, and that's 32,000 pesos a month. That is so much money. And we have our own home here, and so we do not pay a mortgage. We will not pay water. I do have family here, but then I could always travel back and forth. Instead of traveling here to Mexico, I would be traveling back to the United States to be with my kids for a month or less than a month, because my kids, they're already 25 and 26, and they already have their partners, and I would just be coming back once, they missed me, and they, because they, we're close. So I would just travel back and forth to the United States while I would be living here. Me and my husband, we had planned everything out. We are working still on this plan. We still have until May of next year. I am going to be budgeting and saving and showing you guys that right now we are kind of changing. Once we get back to the United States, we're going to be talking over with my kids, and we're going to decide if that's what we want to do and if they are okay with that too. And they would be taking care of the business here. There in the United States, and here we would start up a little business, which our business is, I love animals. And me and my husband had thought when the kids were small that we were going to come and live here in Mexico, and that we were going to start up with animals. We would be raising them. We want to have some cows, but we want to start them from babies, because right now the cows are very expensive here. So it's 8,500 pesos a small calf. But when they start planting and when the dry spell hits here, they sell the smaller calves for less money. So we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to start saving once I get back to the United States. And if that's what we are planning to do, we are going to be starting to save and budget for that, for the food, to buy the animals. I also want to raise bull calves and up to, I want to say 5-6 months, or a little over 6 months, and then turn around and sell them. And with the money I would get I would replace back again into baby calves. But I do want to have my own, let's just put it so you guys can understand, girl calves, to raise them and breed them, and then just have their babies. And then I would raise, if it's bull calves, I would raise them to sell, unless I wanted to keep it as a bull for breeding. I would raise it until full term, which would be like close to 2 years, about 1.5 years, depending. They breed the cows. So I would keep them for a while until they got heavy enough where the cows, could not, hold them. And then I would turn around and sell them, and then replace back again into baby calves, and then buy with the rest of the money, buy the food. Every month, 32,000 pesos is quite a bit of money. I don't think I would even be using anywhere from that, because a month I usually spend, once I have meat in the freezer, I usually spend like some weeks I would spend 200 pesos just to get my vegetables, and then because I would have the meat in the freezer, and then I would there's weeks that I don't even spend nothing, because it depending on how much vegetables I have, so I wouldn't even be spending anything. So in a way here I would be living a little bit better and not stress a lot, because right now I have problems with stress, anxieties, and panic attacks. I haven't had, thank God, panic attack in the longest time, but I am happy here. I am free. I feel like there in the United States, I don't go out much, and so I'm always home. And for me, that's a lot. I only go to church, and then once in a while I'll go buy what I need, but I can't be in the stores all the time or eat out all the time either, because that takes a lot of money to do that. And even though I have a small business, but I do have debt. So, I'm still working on that. And my kids are really good, and they're really good with money. And they are all old enough, like when we come for 2-3 months here, and a year we come about 4 to 5 months out of the year here. So they are the ones that are taking care of the business. So in other words, they are really good, and they, once we get there, we'll be talking to them specifically everything, what we want them to do, and, and what we want them to, we want them to take care of the business. So here we are planning on doing that. Plus, we are planning on getting goats to make cheese. And here you could sell anything. We could even sell the cheese. And also, we want to buy chickens. I want to start maybe from right now. I have 6 eggs and a duck's hatching the baby chicks, plus her own baby ducks. So you can mismatch. You can put like on a turkey, because we have turkeys. You can put duck eggs, you can put chicken eggs, you can have our own eggs. Normally turkey, you can have I want to say, guys, 15, anywhere from 15 to 20 eggs on that turkey, and she'll hatch them. If they're good, all good, she'll hatch them all. So we just had 10 baby chicks. I mean, not baby chicks, they're baby chicks, but they're ducks. We had just 10 baby ducks that were born, and in 8 days we should have another 10 or a little bit more. It's not all the eggs hatch, but and so this is something that we want to do. We want to have chickens, we want to have ducks, which we have ducks already, goose, we have 5 gooses. We want to buy more goose, because here a baby goose is 1,200 pesos. That is a lot of money. That's something that you can eat. If you have the meat in the freezer, you can eat the whole month with just one baby goose. So because I just buy a lot of, because me and my husband, we need to eat healthy, so we buy a lot of fish, and we buy a lot of chicken, and we buy a little bit of red meat, but most of it a lot of vegetables. So we are trying to really cut back and try to be eating more healthier. So but here in Mexico, it's something that I love to do. I've always been around cows and animals, and I really want to raise my own. And I really, we have a lot of plans, me and my husband. But if I save, guys, 15,000, I know it's a lot, but I can do it. If I save 15,000 and bring it over here, I will have plenty of money to make corrals, buy the animals, have money to eat, and have plenty of money to buy the food for the hay and all that, and grain for the animals. And there's a time where they plant their fields where people need money for that, and you can get cheap hay and cheap grain and all that. So I mean, we can do it. And then plus we have the avocados, and we sell a lot of lemons. Every single week we sell, they're called taras, they're like boxes, and we sell 2 of them, 3 of them, just depending on how much the people want. And then we have some peaches. We just got done selling peaches, which we've made 5,500 pesos, which that's quite a bit of money. I could buy for 2 or 3 months, I can buy the food for the animals just with those peaches. So it's a good thing. We're thinking about it, guys, and this is a place to be. If you want to retire and you have a little bit of money and you want to come to Mexico and buy a place, and guys, it's cheap. It's cheap to live here. Even if you want to rent, it is so cheap, and you could live so comfortably here without thinking about bills or anything. And here, most of it is cash. You can use Visa, but there's not a lot of stores that will take Visa. So everything, if you have the cash, you can buy what you need. But if you don't have the cash, then you don't buy. But guys, like I said, I'm taking early retirement, so it's going to be a few hundreds that I'm going to be losing. But in the long while, I am taking early retirement. So by the time I would hit the 66 or 67 to get the full amount of retirement, I've already got 6 or 7 years in to get money, from Social Security. So that makes 6 years of getting every month 32,000 pesos. Guys, it's worth taking for me early retirement. So yeah, guys, so I was just thinking. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. I am putting a few videos up because I am here in Cuernavaca, Morelos. The internet, the signal here is really, really good. So I'm taking advantage of just putting all the videos that I want to put up while I'm here. And that way, because it's hard. It's really hard. It's even hard to watch you guys' videos. So be patient with me. When I can, I do watch. And when I can't, then, I can't because I don't have internet in my house. And that's one of the things that if I do live here, that is the first thing that I'm going to do is get internet. I need my internet. I love cooking with, channels, cooking channels from YouTube. I love watching my budgeting friends budget, and I love to get some of my videos, even though my videos isn't as good a quality as normal, people do. But it is what it is. At the end, I'm showing you guys that my true reality, my true life, what I do to survive. And so we are thinking about retiring here next year sometime. We were thinking about here. In the meanwhile, when I go back to the United States again for so many times, I'm going to be changing everything around, because right now my purpose is to try to save so that I don't have to take no money away from my business, and just save as much as I can by the time I get there. So guys, we will see you guys on my next video, because my sister-in-law is back, and right now I'm going to put this video up and then hopefully do a couple more videos for you guys. So guys, we'll see you guys, and let me know what you guys think about me retiring here. All right, bye.